Hey guys, it's me, Susie. I'm doing a full tutorial on what I've been wearing lately when I have a little bit of extra time. And I kind of want to show you how I transport my foundation and my brushes and all my makeup products when I'm bouncing from room to room. I have a 10-month-old. She is only taking a couple steps, but she's crawling everywhere, and then she has her little walker and she walks everywhere. So she's busy, and so I'm constantly chasing after her. And when I have a moment where she's kind of chill and she's reading her little books, that's when I kind of like do my little makeup. And I wanted to show you what I take with me around the house and show you how I get this makeup. So if you want to see how I do it, then keep watching. I don't really wear like makeup every day, not anymore. There's just no reason for it. But if I'm going out in the public, I like to look presentable. I don't like to look like... Okay, my dog's making a ton of noise. Where are you? Willie. I used to carry like a little bag of all of my makeup for kind of like taking around the house. I used to get ready in the bathroom for like weeks at a time, and then I would get ready in my vanity weeks at a time. And now I just like need to have my stuff out here in like the living room, dining room area, because this is where all her play stuff is. I'm like literally like staring at all of her stuff right now. So basically what I've done is, I used to just like keep my brushes loose, but I put them back into this little, like, it's like a candle thing from Bath and Body Works. So it has all my brushes and eyebrow pencil and things like that in there. And then I keep everything else in here. It's from IKEA. They're like these like really like awesome like organizers, and then when I walk around with them, I take it like that. That's what my situation is for the most part. And then I also keep like little hair things like this. I usually will like find one of my daughter's hair things and use them, and she doesn't mind. I'm gonna start off with some primer. This is my primer from the original. I just put it in a smaller container because I didn't like how it was taking up so much space, and I literally need the tiniest bit. Like pretty much what I have on my face is already too much. Okay, there's my primer. And then I have lately, I usually been using my CC cream, but I've kind of just wanted more coverage, and I'm like back to my old self, feels like. So I'm using my L'Oreal foundation. These are the 205 and 209. I think there are some colors in the middle, but for whatever reason I didn't choose those. I think the undertones are not my favorite. So I'll put like the majority of 205 because it's a little bit lighter. I'm not a little tan honey anymore, so I have to use my 205. Then I use a little bit of the 209, which is darker. This is, oh, and this is my e.l.f. brush. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush. I like this brush in particular because it kind of just like blurs out everything really nice. Like I don't need a sponge. So what I was finding with my sponges is that, I don't know, I just like didn't like cleaning them. I didn't like maintaining, like making sure that they were always like wet. I had to keep getting up, you know, there was like too much to do. So I kind of have like strayed away from my brushes or my sponges. It's like dense enough where it gets everything really blended, but it's also smooth enough where it doesn't feel like it's pulling at your skin, even though I'm pulling at my skin. And I don't put too much on the perimeters of my forehead because I just like it a little bit tanner. I'm kind of battling like the residual of a cold, so I may sound a little phlegmy. I still keep my Becca corrector in here because there are days where I just like need it to look a little bit brighter underneath there. It is an extra step, but I'm willing to take that extra step for myself, just to look a little bit more awake. You know, it's kind of interesting. I've probably I get better sleep now than I did when I was pregnant, but I'm always so tired, and it's because she's exhausting. Like it's exhausting to be on like 100% of the day. The corrector I used was light or medium to deep. This is now the Morphe concealer in C2.35. This one's a little bit light, but it's been working really nice for me. I only now just put it underneath my eyes, and then again I'm using a brush because I just like using brushes lately. This is the blurring brush from e.l.f. It's a foundation brush, but I like it because it does get pretty close underneath. I do have some powder in here, but honestly I just don't use the powder lately because I don't know, I just feel like my skin hasn't really been needing it, and also the foundation or the concealer dries pretty nice. Okay, now I'm back to my Matchmaster concealer. I don't know why I'm just getting so nervous already because let me see how much is left. Yeah, there's like none left. Oh, another. I just like how creamy this concealer is, but this is discontinued. I'm using the old like stipple brush from e.l.f. I just like all the e.l.f. brushes, and I just kind of do a little bit like, I like this brush for this because it doesn't fray too far, so it kind of keeps it where you want it. And I just kind of do a little bit there and get it really close to my hairline. I used this product for my sister's wedding on her, and we both loved it so much because it gave like, it kept like a very natural complexion, like it looked like skin on her. Well, what happened was like, she was like, wait, what are you using? And I was like, oh, this is just my Matchmaster or whatever. She's like, I want to use that for my wedding. And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna use that for your wedding. And it did look really beautiful. So I'm a little bummed that they're not available anymore, because otherwise I would probably stalk my kid a little bit. But there are a ton. I just liked this one. Next is this blush. It's rose gold. This one I actually stayed away from for a long time because it has shimmer in it, but it was like the Orgasm dupe, and I did own Orgasm, and I think, did I return it or I just got rid of it or something? And it's the same. But anyways, I was like, you know what, let me try to use a blush with some shimmer in it, and I actually do like it. There are some days where I'm like, oh my god, my pores are effing huge, but for the most part I kind of don't mind kind of having a little bit of accentuated highlighted cheeks. And then the highlighter that I really like is this Precious Petals one. It's from Wet n Wild, and oh, the brush that I used for that blush is just this guy. I think this is from Crown. They have like, these were super inexpensive when I first bought them, and then I actually saw them at the makeup store, or at the makeup show, and I bought like 10 because I put them all on my kit. But I really like those. So this is the Real Techniques brush. I love this brush for highlighting. They had a bunch on sale for whatever reason at Ulta one year, and I bought like so many for my kit. So I just bring a little bit up to the forehead, and I kind of drag it onto the cheeks because, again, I kind of don't mind a little bit of natural dewiness and skin-like, even if it needs a little bit of pores. Whatever's left I just do on my nose and on the bridge of my nose. That's generally where I feel like good. My makeup's for the most part on, so everything else I could probably do in the car if I needed to like leave somewhere. So that's kind of why I do it, because I just don't want to waste time at home if I can do something in the car on a red light, and like, mind you, like a fresh red light, not a stale red light. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly fill in my brows. This is the NYX pencil in Ash Brown. I love this one because you can use this as a little like detail eyeliner. I actually did that a lot one year, where I just kind of did one of these and kind of extended my eye just a little bit. But I also like this because it's just a really easy product. You have this spoolie there, and it's just like saves an extra step. And also, it's great to fill in your beauty mark. I don't like to use black or like a liquid pen. I find it very makeup-y when it's on. Even though we're wearing a lot of makeup, it's still like, it's just, ugh. So an eyebrow pencil is a really good way to fill in that beauty mark. If I have a little bit of extra time, I will do a little tiny flick. This is the matte liquid liner from NYX. I think this is the best liquid liner. So it isn't like targeted for being waterproof, but it feels waterproof. Every time I remove my makeup, it's one of the last things that comes off because it's so good. So I'm just gonna do the tiniest flick. I never get these right, you guys, on myself. Like, it's so hard, especially because we all had like uneven eyes. One of my sisters does eyeliner really cute, and I'm like, I can never figure out how to do it on myself. And she's my twin too, and I'm like, I never know how to do it the way she does it. I kind of like that. Okay, so that's obviously took a lot of time, but it's kind of nice when I do get a chance to do something like that, because it does make me feel just a little bit more put together. I'm gonna curl my lashes because I think if I can get out the door with nothing on but my curled lashes, I feel good. But the only thing that happens though whenever I curl my lashes after I do liner is a little bit comes off because it's not fully dry, so give yourself enough time to reapply that piece. Alright, now mascara. This is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. It's the best. I used to go on and on about the Maybelline one. It had a curve to it. It had like a curved mascara one to it. And I just think this like beats it. One of my sisters actually prefers the other one. She has tried this one and doesn't like it. She thinks it's too clumpy for her. But that's one of the reasons why I like it, because it kind of builds volume. So it's really just like a personal preference with mascaras. But if you haven't tried it, I would try it because it's my favorite. It is a little clumpy actually, now that I'm saying that out loud. I never really thought about it as clumpy. I always do my bottom mascara. There were a few times where I tried without it and I just don't like the way it looks. So lipstick usually just depends on what I'm doing for the day, but today I think I'm just gonna walk around the neighborhood. So this is a ColourPop lipstick called Layover. It's a color that I don't love in the summer. It's a little bit too fair, like it's too pale for me, but right now it's like a nice nude. It's like a peachy salmony nude. And I'm not doing any lip liner with it. Usually in the summer I'll do a lip liner, but I don't need it right now. And then from here I'll kind of peek and see. Like I feel like I need more blush now, so I'm gonna add some more blush. Yeah, that's better. That's the finished makeup. This is pretty much my everyday go-to. I take this little kit and caboodle mock-up with me almost every day, everywhere. It goes from the kitchen, sometimes I do it in the living room, other times I do it right in this area, which is like my little like nook, or I'll take it to my bathroom and just do it in there. But this pretty much stays this. Every once in a while I might switch up a product where it's like I'll switch up a foundation in there, or I'll switch up a highlighter in there. For the most part, this is like the makeup that I wear, and no sponges. It's just easy, you know? But I do feel super put together, and I really like the way it looks when I'm done. I feel like I have a full look, but it didn't take that much time. That's the finished makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and talking with me and hanging out with me. If you guys want to see more, just hang tight. I will be posting more in the near future. Bye!